Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Let's start chapter number 4 of D2. And this chapter is also about expansion and factorization. We have already done expansion and factorization in the chapter number 3. So it is further to what we have already done. So let's start, and to start, let's have a look at a distributive law. We have already done it, but let's have a look at it so we can to refresh our minds. So distributive law. So A plus B into C plus D plus E. Okay, so what we used to do in the distributive law, so we take this A, this first term, A into this term. So A into C plus D plus E. And then since we have a plus over here, so plus B into this term. So B into C plus D plus E. Okay, so what do we have? AC plus AD plus AE plus BC plus BD plus BE. So pretty simple. So it's just a multiplication, and so just we have to take care of the sign and the proper variables, and that's it. So let's take an example of distributive law, what we have already discussed. So the first example is x minus 5y into x minus 5y minus 5. Okay, so we have to expand it. So what do we have to do? We have to expand it. Okay, now we'll be applying the same distributive law over here. So what do we have to do? We have to multiply x with this term, right? So x into x minus 5y minus 5, and then now here we have plus, but now in this case we have minus. So we'll be taking minus 5y into, so this is something which you have to take care. If in the formula it's plus, it doesn't mean that it's always going to be plus. It can be negative also. Okay, so remember it. Now just multiplication, x square, x into x square, x into minus 5y minus 5xy, x into minus 5 minus 5x, and then minus 5y into x is minus 5xy, then minus into minus is plus, 5 into 5 is 25, and y into y is y square, and minus minus is plus, 5 into 5 is 25, and then y. So if we have a like terms over here, so let's add them. This is this, and this are the like terms. So x square minus 10xy minus 5x plus 25y square plus 25y. So pretty easy. So this was the case of the expansion. So now let's take a few examples of factorization. It's sort of a revision what we have already done, but with a little bit of the difference. So for the factorization, example, I'm taking this example from the book, x square minus 2xy minus 15y square. So we have to factorize it. So if you remember, I told you that when we have to factorize, we call it midterm breaking, and for the midterm breaking we need factors. And for the factors, how to know what factors are suitable over here? So coefficient of this will be multiplied with the coefficient of this. Or sometimes here we have a constant. In this case we have a coefficient, but sometimes we have only a constant. So we multiply a coefficient with a constant. So 1 into minus 15. So when we multiply, we need to get minus 15. And when we add or subtract, we need to have minus 2. Okay? So let's take the factors of this. So what are the factors of 15? 5 and 3. Okay, so when we multiply 5 and 3, we get 15. But when we multiply, we need minus 15. It means that either 5 is negative or 3 is negative. Then how to decide which number is negative? We need, when we add them, we need minus 2xy. So it means that the bigger number is negative. So 5 is going to be negative and 3 is going to be positive. So when we multiply minus 5 with 3, we get minus 15. And when we add them, minus 5 plus 3, what do we get? Minus 2xy. So x square minus 5xy plus 3xy minus 15y square. Now let's take common. What is common over here? Only x. So x minus 5y. What is common over here? 3 and y. So plus 3y. So what do we get here? X minus 5y. And now x minus 5y is common. So x minus 5y into x plus 3y. So this is the factorization of this. Okay, so it was pretty simple. Just it's a bit different from what we have already done in the chapter 3. Okay, let's take another example. X square y square plus 2xy minus 15. It's just that we have double variable over here, otherwise it's not difficult. So what is the coefficient over here? 1, and this is constant. So 1 into minus 15, minus 15. So it's again same, but now in this case, what do we need? When we multiply, we need minus 15. So it means that the factors are the same, 5 and 3, but which one is going to be negative now? It's going to be 3, because when we add them, we need plus 2xy. So 5 into minus 3y, we get minus 15, and 5 plus minus 3, we get 2, right? So let's apply it. X square y square plus 5xy minus 3xy minus 15. So what is common over here? X, right? And y, of course. So xy, what do we get? Xy plus 5. What is common over here? Minus 3. Xy plus 5. So xy plus 5 into xy minus 3. So this is the factorization of this. Simple, right? So I have taken some pretty simple examples, and it was just to refresh your mind what we have already done in the chapter number 3. So in the next session, I am going to apply the identities for expansion, and let's see how the things will proceed. So thank you very much for now. Thank you.